Okay, we'll see how we go now. The sound hasn't been too good on a couple of these. New laptop, brand new. Um, Lots of funny things going on. Don't know. Sleepy Joe Biden has just completely lost it. It's a complete disaster. I think he's going to start a war with Yemen, all the way over there in Yemen, and it's going to be a big drama. A possible war with Hezbollah, the Israelis. Lee Kern, who I mentioned before, Gary Lineker threatened him, the soccer player turned commentator. He made an inaccurate tweet, and so he got threatened. Good, doesn't hurt. Um, yeah, they've gone crazy. They've gone a bit overboard, I think, and the South Africans have taken them to the International Court of Justice. Don't know what will happen with that. Loopy Lee Kern. Russia still goes on. The Ukraine thing, crazy. Losing all their people. They've got the women, old women, 50-year-old women. In the trenches, it's completely insane. And they're just getting wiped out. Could be some drama with them. A bit of blowback, like we had with the jihadis. Very bad situation. Could be sleeper cells. They could just send lone wolves. If they lose the war, they'll blame us. They're already blaming Biden for not sending enough weapons, and don't know. Very hot here. It hasn't been too hot. It's predicted El Nino. Didn't really happen, did it? Another botched forecast. The Bureau can be terrible, but these are the long-range forecasts that predicted drier and hotter. It hasn't been that way for the last few weeks. Don't know. Can't if scientist says they can predict the future, don't believe them. That's not how what science is. It's reflective rather than predictive. Although people will tell you they can predict the things. Got a bad headache at the moment. Sinuses and glands playing up really bad. Really bad. Sitting under the air conditioners, no good. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of all this. It's all very twisted and bad and terrible. Terrible people. Bad things for the POMs. The steel industry's just about gone there. They're blaming Brexit. Here we've got Australia Day coming up. Trying to push a lot of the Aboriginal stuff, sort of as a, I don't know, Mings and Premier. I don't know about him. He's to do nothing. He won't be in for long, I don't think. It's Davos. The same garbage. It's just the same garbage over and over again. It's all very repetitive and dreary the last sort of 8 years. Trump's going to win the nomination, I think, and the presidency if he's not in jail. He could be sitting in jail watching himself getting re-elected. That's crazy. And Sleepy Joe Biden, he's gone. He's a goner. I think they'll replace him with Gavin Newsom. I think. Got no options. He's 33% down. And if there's a war, he'll just 25% maybe. I think Bush is about 23%, something like that. Below 20s. Complete disaster, and it's fallen apart for Sleepy Joe just in his first term. Completely senile. They're maniacs too, complete maniacs. Lesser evil voting doesn't work, does it? I've been watching the French countdown a bit more. Too many. The letters have 10 letters instead of 9 because they add an E to everything. And it's a mix isn't really suited to English letters. They do allow English ones. Too many 6 smalls and a lot more 1 and 5s. Not many 2s and 4s, which is the best one, I think. A lot of low quality players in the English version pick the 1 and 5 because they think that's the best one. I don't know. I think you need the extra large one. Yeah. It's just garbage, isn't it? The whole thing is just garbage. Sort of, I think I've put up with sort of too much in my life. Just sort of live through this. Oh, no, honestly, just, you do wonder. And I don't know, maybe it could be a big Third World War. It's going to get ugly. Rolling off the Iranians bombed Pakistan, somewhere in Pakistan. Just crazy. And a few in the background, Sudan's gone crazy. They're just killing each other like just 15,000 people in a day. So ethnic and religious violence there. Oh. And then there's India and China sort of simmering away in the background. There's a few clashes there a couple of years ago. Comes up every few years. If they go hog wild, it's going to be very nasty. That it's a big gap, a big desert there in the west. Sort of stops any sort of Indian sort of. I don't know whether they share a border. Do they share a border? I'd have to look that up again. They must. The border clashes, so that makes sense, doesn't it? The Nepalese are stuck right there amongst the Russians and the Japanese and Chinese and Indians. That's a rough neighbourhood. Not like the Israelis. I don't think their war with Hezbollah will go very well. They seem very weak. Sort of on the beach there, lapping up, getting a sort of water torture maybe. It's not real tough, is it? That's not going to be enough to beat Hezbollah. So they just have to bomb Israel, Lebanon, rather like they did in 2006, just shred the whole southern half of the country. They're lunatics too. And, jihadis. Very sick, evil, Abrahamic religions should be just completely wiped out. Should be no religions in the world. Abrahamic, the 3, the Judaic religions that have poisoned our minds. And no, finish it off. Yesterday, just ticked over to 22nd early in the morning. Just took a Nurofen. Sinuses are terrible. Ears. Lenin's 100 years of his death, 100th anniversary, century. Great man, Lenin. And a bit flawed. Sort of turning Marxism into sort of a dogma type religion. But I don't know, where would we be? They had a bit of opposition to the capitalist oligarchy. Lots of drama. In the world, it's all crazy and terrible, and I don't know, what's the point of all this? How can we sort of put up with all these evil, degenerate sort of filth and maggoty sort of individuals that run things? Why would we continue to put up with it? I honestly don't know sometimes. I don't know. I think I sort of suffered enough, I think.